Hello Englishers, welcome back to my channel. This is Ma'am Raya. For today's lesson, we're going to have a discussion for our subject Practical Research 1, and we will help everyone, especially those who are in senior high school students or who are now in grade 11 and having trouble how to write their chapter 2, which is the review of related literature. So I hope this will really help you. And because of that, I will make this discussion maybe more simple to you. So I will be using the Cebuano or the Bisaya dialect that we have for your convenience. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we have here, okay, wait a moment, something's wrong with the slide here. So as we try to start, okay, I have here, I'm sorry, okay, magbisaya dita sa, so examples, how we can say nga, mao na siya ang related literature, o unsa sana siya ang related studies. So we have here examples of our related literature. So it could either be found some published journals, magazines, government reports, newspapers, encyclopedias, and other books. So any of those, pwede dyan na ninyong siyang gamiton for your RRL. No, na inyong mga teachers would always encourage you to go to public libraries, read newspapers, the hard copy. Okay, pwede sa katong mga nasa links no, nasa website. But mas tindot dito nga naa pa jud may daghan nga makuha because remember nga kinahanglan jud mo actually ideally sad if siguro maabot na mo og college or master's degree pangitaan jud mo og 20 ka RRL. For now lang sa senior high school, I have heard from other teachers nga na dala po ani nga subject, gi-allow ra jud mo nga 10 RRL, 10 pud ka RRS. Okay na jud kaayo na. Okay, ang importante nga nakabalo mo sa unsa yung gibuhat. Okay. For related studies here, pwede na to kuhaon sa thesis. Thesis nga katong mga na-approve na sa. Okay, dili lang katong nga na oral defend niya ba. Dissertation and journal articles can also be one. Okay, so at least you would know where to find them. Okay, here for the related literature, ato siyang sabton unsa day na siya asa dita unsaon siya pagkuha so dana natay mga ideas ganina no kung asa pangwaon ang mga literature. So here ang related literature nga atong gamiton sa atong chapter 2, it examines facts and principles from other resources that are related to the present study, which is ang inyong study. Okay. Related literature is also a research study on the learning curves of high school students that would utilize their literature that deals with the same subject. So, unsa man jud inyong gipangita nga when we say learning curves, it could also be your gaps in the study that you are doing. So, ana siya mao na siya nga importante gyud nga makasabota unsa atong gisuwat sa atong ang RRL. Okay. Another theory about related literature here is it is also called a conceptual literature. It serves to clarify the different variables being studied. So manatunon na ating mga variables nga ato ang gibutang sa ato ang title atong sa research title. So importante natay major ug ang ato ang mga sub variables. Kan kinsa atong studihan ug unsa ang problema jud, di ba? Okay. So for related literature, it also removes any vagueness surrounding the central concept of the research. Kay mao ang importante sa literature. Kibaluta nga na pa siguro kuwang ang ato ang study ang title nga ato ang gimugna or ato ang gihunahunaan nga title. So ang related literature mutabang sa imuhang study para mas maklaro pa niya kung unsa may kuwang sa imuhang study. Okay? Kaya nga naman, naamang kay mga citation, naamang kay related sources. Kung sa inyo pa ng reading and writing skills subject, na kay textual evidence. Okay, you do have your substantial evidence there. Okay, so makasuffice siya sa gikinahanglan pa nga mo support pa siya ba sa imuhang gi-study. Okay, mo na ang importansya sa RRL. Mao na nga after sa inyo ay bisan gani nag-start pa mo sa inyong chapter 1 no, kay gipa-prepare jud mo sa inyong teachers pangitae kog mga RRL ani to suffice your study. Kay kung wala ka ayo, again it weakens your study. So the more RRL you can find, the more it can help your study to be kuan ganang mora siya kung kumbaga kay naa siya dako nga um, na siya dako nga tsansa nga ma-approve siya because sa daghan nga RRL imong gipakita or imong gi-provide nga na ka-importante ang chapter 2. Okay, here. As the literature is gathered, the different major variables as well as the sub-variables are clarified and the delimitation of the study is established. Okay, kaya imo man sa itong i-mention kung asa ka dapita nga nag-study, it could have been man good nga na ay similar o maobitaw na na ay similar na ay related literature or related study sa imo ha. It's just that lahi lang ilang gi-focus. So mo na nga i-mention sa to nimo. Nga no usa din nakalahi ani niya sa previous one. Okay, so na siya gap. So dito din ka maka-present nga maong naghinahanglan pa ka nga mukondak ani nga study kay ang previous one nagkuwang sila sa inani nga variable sa imuha nga variable. So di ba? Inana ra pa simple. Okay. So here's ato ang related studies. Okay. An essential part of the planning and research stage of the study. It also provides insight into the methods through which validity of the um, resources is to be established as well. Or our the research ang ato ang study nga ato ang gihimo kung wala tay related studies mas mo hina ang ato ang gibuhat. Okay, so mo na mangita jud og relatable sa imong topic. Okay. So ang gibuhat sa uban para dali nila mahanay or ma-organize ang ilang RRL ug ang RRS, they make a timetable or naslay table nga gibuhat. Tumoon niya akong mga title niya sa po siya kung RL niya ilang sources. So sa RRS, sa title, niya din sources. Or the variable gani nga unsay nakarelate sa imuhang study. Sa yung legit mangita no, mangita lang imo lang yung keyword nito sa imuhang variable. Imuhang major variable type tayo nimo para makaingon ka nga okay, I think it suffices or makatabang ni siya sa ako ang paghatag pa og lain suporta para sa ako evidences okay of mine because you have a claim niya imo mag-improve gusto man nimo i-prove nga sakto ka okay so that's why RRS and your RRL will really help you with that. Okay, another theories about related studies we have it serves as the basis of analysis of the results and the results of a study are verified by similar findings or negated by different findings from other researchers. So moto nga na ay ni contradict ang according to the other source kay dili dapat inani pero your study would agree okay to a certain point okay so imo sa to siyang i-appeal when there is argument okay naasad kay i-counter argument okay so anha mas manindot or exciting ang imuhang chapter 2 which if imo siya ma-prove at the end of your chapter 2 no kay okay great chances nga o mas manindot pag yun imuhang the whole proposal. Okay, so anyway sa chapter 3 kay methodology, imo ra magi-mention ito sa imong mga ipanggamit. Ari jud ka sa imong chapter 2 ag kuan jud buhat jud ka daghan kay ka you will have a lot of time okay, to go to libraries and search of all those related literature and studies. Okay, here, the indicators for each variable are identified and objectively established. Okay, take note, objectively established. So, importante kay na ha. So, I think in our discussion as well, so ako nangi always reminded you about being objective with your studies. Okay, so here for our review of related literature or RRL, we have three Okay, indicators or yeah, important elements here. So we have the major variable, the sub-variables, and the indicators. Major variable here is the central idea of the entire literature. Sub-variables, it helps specify which particular aspect of the major variable is being referred to. So, gikan sa major variable, dako man kay dako kay siya scope. Mangita lang jud ka ato nga part sa related literature nga mo suffice, mo argue or mo counter argue sa imong study. Okay. Here's an indicator, specific information that describes the sub-variable. Okay, so kani siya ang indicator naghatag rag information about sa sub-variable. So again, another citation for you there. Okay, nga naman. Okay, unsa dito ang sub-variable. Okay, we have an example here. For the major variable, okay, study habits. Okay, imong sub-variable ka time required for studying, methods of studying, and place for studying. Okay, so mao na siya nga sa mga component ba. For study habits, I'm sure that of course you require what time do you need to study, your method of studying, and place for studying. Asa, pwede ba ka mag-study sa bar? Pwede ba ka mag-study sa park? Depende nimo kung para nimo kay maka-focus ka. Pero naatoy na nasikat na trend ganito sa social media nga nag-angka siya. Oh, yeah. During the stoplight, kay nag-review siya. So, pwede di ay no. So, while you are commuting. Okay, anywhere, yeah, you feel convenient. Okay, so mo niya ang indicator. Dimension ganina no nga, indicator, musulti siya sa, mo-identify siya sa kung unsa man to ang sub-variable. So, here, employing patterned time intervals for effective studying, using mnemonics in memorizing the terms, and studying in one's ideal environment. So see, iyang gi atagaan og klaro nga explanation about sa mga sub-variable ka kung ni anak ka nga effective studying, I mean kato sa time, okay, time management niya, unsaon nimo pag-memorize or imong methods of studying, niya place of studying. Okay, so inana simple. I hope nakuha ra na. Okay, here for the literature review, a presentation of analysis, patterns, and critiques of individual sources or the body of literature as a whole. Okay, so i-analyze jud nimo kung unsa to ang imong nakuha nga literature. Di ba giingnanon mo nga pangita mo og literature, it doesn't mean nga katutanan imo ayutong isuwat kay as you know, though it's not really necessary to have like 20 pages for your chapter 2, but again, you are just required to have probably 5 paragraphs, okay, or maybe you can have 3 to 5 subtopics. So, mo na nga 5 to 7, maybe minimum of 5 paragraphs for the chapter 2. Okay, just minimum. So, it means 5 to 10 probably. So, ato siyang i-discuss later. Okay, I will be showing you an example how it should be done. Okay, like the template. Okay, here, its purpose is to offer a wide review of referred scholarly articles and other sources like journals, thesis, and dissertation. So, ato, as what mentioned earlier, no, mga examples sa ato ang RRL. Okay. Literature review also serves as an in-depth summary of the related literatures to the study. It does not only restate facts, but rather critique and highlight the relevance to the research. Of course, no, maujud na nga, anong giingon nato nga review of related literature. How are these literatures and studies relate to your study? Kay unsa man ang ilahang naambag sa imong study. So, mo na nga, importante siya. Okay. Okay, next here, essential elements in writing your RRL or your literature review. So one of these is overview of the subject or topic, your issues or theories to be considered. Another element is division of works that offer different ideas. So, inaghimo man gud nimo sa imong RRL kay imo man siyang i-categorize according to their theme. Or yes, you can have the deductive method from the general to specific. Okay, here, explanation of the comparison of the gathered literature. So, each topic, imong i-explain with a citation nga na mauna. Okay. And of course, there is always a conclusion in your best arguments. Okay, so gikan sa imuhang nakuha nga mga RRL o RRS, you therefore believe that the study needs to be conducted. Oh, so na. Okay, ana ra siya. Okay, here, a literature review serves to preface the purpose of the study. The premise of the review should be clarified. The relation of the cited resource materials to the study should be established as well. Okay, so if you have kanang naadyo kay gipang cite nga mga resources or mga authors, dapat mo connect siya. So mo nang naasa kay gipang gamit nga mga transitional words. So gikan sa imong topic sentence 1 ya na kay i-butt in nga citation. Okay, so pwede nimo ibutang nito additionally or as what the author mentioned, okay, or moreover, furthermore, okay, those are also helpful. So here we do have 4 stages observed in writing the literature review. Okay, only 4 ha, gamay ra jud kay no. So problem formulation. Okay, the researcher must determine the research problem before the review of literature is conducted to fully understand the variables considered in the study. So mao na no nga gikan sa chapter 1 dapat kibalo mo unsa inyong study, unsa to inyong title nga gibutang adto, unsa to inyong mga variable. Next is another stage. The second stage is literature search. Any reading material that is related to the study must include a discussion and explanation of at least one of the variables. So, usa ra jud ang kinahanglan mo na nga when you write your chapter 2 with all the sources that you have found, RRL and RRS, you need to categorize them into formula nga sa kung nasabtan. So, mas okay siya nga i-by theme ninyo. Asa sila nga na mga ideas ba nga similar ato kanto. So, theme. Okay, here, the third stage, we have data or data evaluation. Both pronunciation are correct. The indicators that are synthesized from various relevant sources must further build the researcher's confidence as the variables of his or her study are made clear. Okay, so when you evaluate your data, so you make sure that you, when we say synthesize, we're trying to like condense, like summarize to in a nutshell. Okay, how are those data like linked from one source to the other? Let's see. Okay, the fourth stage we have here is the analysis and interpretation. You analyze. Okay, here, breaking the entire reading article into smaller parts will help the researcher correctly interpret the information in the reviewed materials. So, moto siya nga dapat mangita ra jud ka though katong tibok source no imuha tibok article again exact part sa article nga na ay relevance sa imuhang study. Ana ra siya. Okay. So here I believe this will really help you in writing your chapter 2. The format of a literature review, it's kind of a kind of template actually for you. So format here, basically when we write, naadyo tayo ginatawag nga introduction, body, o conclusion. So here, to help you with that, in writing or starting, to start writing your RRL, chapter 2 no, magsuwat din ka nga to introduction. um, 2 to 3 sentences. Okay na dyan na siya. Again, you have to be brief, you have to be concise. Ang imong isuwat sa imong introduction or introductory paragraph, the general problem and the variables should be defined. Okay, very important data should be highlighted, and the criteria in selecting the literature should be considered. O, yun ay mo ibutang. Tulo ra gyud ka sentences sa imong introductory paragraph. Okay. Sa imuha na ng pagsugod sa chapter 2, nya mo din natin kay gamay nga iswat mo ni siya. Ini sugod na nimo, okay, sa body, okay, you have to the chosen approaches, the conclusion of authors, specific objective, and the like should be included. Studies and literature should be summarized. See? I-summarize to nimo. Dili nimo kopyahon tanan. And sa body di ay kay akong gi-mention ganina no nga pwede ra gyud siya minimum of 3 topics. So natay giingon no nga ato siyang by theme, thematic ang style. So i-arrange or categorize nimo ang tanang mga RRL into one. Is for example man related literature. Kanya unsa imong topic 1. So pagsuwat nimo sa topic 1 naa din kay topic sentence. Yan na kay citation. Nya imo gyapon i-synthesize. One paragraph na sa usa ka topic sa topic 1. Okay, sa topic 2 nimo, again your second theme. So same thing gyapon. Gyapon kay topic sentence, citation. Ay mo citation kay mao siya ang nihatag og ebidensya gikan sa imong giingon nga topic sentence. Then nagyapon kay synthesis. I-synthesize o imong summarize ang katong tibuok nga katong topic 2. So every topic, remember napata sa body ha. Sa imong body sa chapter 2 in writing your RRL, pwede jud ka nga again minimum of 3 topics. So na naka-introductory paragraph sa imong body kay pwede ka topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. Kanya each topic imo siyang i-synthesize. Unsa dito about. Nya naa din tayo natawag nga conclusion. Of course, na dili kanang kompleto ang usa ka usa ka essay kung wala siya last part ng conclusion. Okay, here in writing your conclusion, major contributions of the studies or articles should be summarized. Okay, this is what I mentioned. Current developments and new information should also be evaluated. The review should be concluded by relating the gathered data to the central theme or problem. Okay, so mo na siya imo nang sa imong conclusion imo nang i-summarize ang katong imong gisuwat sa tibuok gikan sa introductory paragraph hangtod sa imong tulo ka parts sa imong body. How to do it? Okay, we have here. Iginanin na ko siya pagbuhat. Para mas dali ninyo masabtan. I hope masabtan ra. So, sa inyo nakita, inverted triangle siya. So, which means, gikan sa general, nag-anam siya og ka specific, more specific about your study. So, introduction or your introductory paragraph. Then, kani siyang tulo, topic 1, 2, 3. These all fall sa imong body. Okay. So, again ha, dili ra ka mo limit into topic 1, 2, 3. So, pwede jud na siya maabot og 5. Okay. 3 to 5 topics you can have. Para dili kayo mubo, dili sa kayo nga taas. Okay. So, again, thematize na nimo or imo nang gibay theme or categorize nimo yung mga sources. So, sa topic 1, then topic sentence, supporting sentence. Then, sa pag-support nimo sa imong topic sentence na kay gipang mention nga citation. And remember sa ato ang citation ato ang gigamit ang APA format. Okay, katong open parenthesis nya the family name of the author. Okay, then comma, then the year nga kung saan niya na-publish ng iyang journal or iyang study. Or iyang thesis. So, then close parenthesis. So, same thing that follows. Okay, and sa topic 2, lahi na po ni nga theme. Okay. So here topic 2 same gihapon kay imo gyapon siya is synthesize by the way ha sa imong each paragraph lain nga paragraph pa kung naa kay i-discuss nga topic 1 so lain na siya nga paragraph nahug siya nga second paragraph na nimo kay imong first paragraph kay imong introductory paragraph imong introduction so mo na ni ana ko ganina nga pwede ra jud nga naa kay 5 ka paragraph sa imong chapter 2 pero miss kaya ra kayo no 5 ka paragraph. Okay, so ano ra jud siya ang pinaka basic.